guys, welcome back to another video with your host. I'm HelpWC at the Resource Block. Today we're going to be talking about this new information that kind of came up to us about like a couple days ago. I was busy at work, so I couldn't have time to record this video, but now I have some time, which is great. Basically, my roommate came back, so I expect less uploads on this channel and the other channels. But basically, Roblox has basically updated its guidelines. They're basically becoming, what's the word called, more corporate. They're basically putting out like tons of rules on what we can and cannot do as creators now, and a lot of rules that are actually kind of weird. And we'll go over that today, and I'll show you guys some other odd situations on which Roblox is kind of probably making a lot of creators mad. But let's go talk about it. Okay, so first thing, we got the Roblox name and logo itself. So basically, there is like a nice little PDF file. So let's say you're on this page. Let's say you click the name and logo usage guidelines. It'll take you right here. Right, it's pretty easy. And then you can go down here. There's one in Spanish, Italian, German, French, and English, and Brazilian Portuguese, so you can see whatever it is that you want, and open this nice little PDF right here, and it'll say that you cannot use the Roblox logo officially anymore. So this white Roblox logo that was used on games before, I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it on some other games, you cannot use it if you're a normal user. It says it's only used is strictly limited to partners and the Roblox stars and balloons. They now want you to have the badge basically in a certain like placement. And now you basically cannot like have it in a way that you want, right? Like if I go down here, you know, like, and they give you like certain guidelines on how to do it, and this is the same thing that Unity does, which is fine. But I'm gonna tell you how on why this is so important for Roblox itself versus like something compared to like Unity, right? Well, like look at this. So improper usage. So look at this. Like some of these are actually cool. Like look at this. The shadowing looks cool, but you cannot use that. Like look at this. The Roblox badge is not meant to be altered or edited in any way. You cannot use this. You cannot change the color. You cannot add a framing. Look at the framing. You can't make it sideways. You can't change the font. Look. Oh, these are really cool. And I think these are really, really special to use. And it's weird how they're just saying, hey, this site that was made for kids to become developers, we're going to add these impossible guidelines. And I think this is weird, right? Okay, so let's just keep going, right? Also, you know, some improper usage, physical products, you know, can't use on Roblox, you know, like you also can't use on Roblox on like a shirt. So like you can't have the word Roblox, it can't have a character, it can't have an R6 R15 character, or it can't have the on Roblox like logo itself. So it's like they want you to like not make clothes like actual real life products for the game, right? Like for your game, but like you can use the badge that says, hey, this game is on Roblox. So again, it's like they're punching left and punching right at the same time. But wait, it gets better. So avatar use and marketing. So they don't recommend R6 and R15. They recommend Arthro characters. Arthro characters, I will get into the Arthro characters another day, but they're just broken. Arthro characters are not ready yet. I've been trying to use one for a while when I've been making my Tower Object game, and the character is just broken. It doesn't work in a lot of games. If you try to play jailbreak with an Arthro character, it doesn't wear the prisoner uniform, which is kind of weird. But yeah, like they basically gave you like a recommended avatars that you can use as for advertisement, because now we're not allowed to use R6 and R15. I'm not really too sure on how that goes. I'll update you guys on that one later. But basically, here is how Unity does it. Like Unity does about the same thing, like made with Unity, and they give you like a made with Unity 1 or Unity and Cube logo, and they tell you like, hey man, like you can only use like these things, and they also be like, hey, partner badges, right? And this is fine, right? Like Unity does this, but Unity isn't like Roblox, right? Like we all know this. Like Unity is special because I think Unity has like a special kind of place, and so does Roblox. Right? Like it's like Roblox was made for kids, so it's weird how Roblox is making these weird guidelines that basically stop creativity of their site. It's like, hey, you can't put a frame on this, and this looks really cool. Like imagine you're making a type of game on Roblox, so basically like a mobile game. You cannot use this, and that's lame, right? Arthro characters are also something that we have to be careful about nowadays. So R6 and R15 characters are not allowed to be used. They did say R15 characters are allowed to be used, but it has to be only if the avatar is heavily customized and the classic form is no longer apparent. The level of customization will be determined by Roblox. And as you know, Roblox already has kind of iffy moderation, but whatever. They also have a guidelines page, which again links to like literally the exact same place. So like they don't really tell you what you should be doing. So they're basically just saying, hey man, use an use an Arthur character, or use a character that basically appears something like this, right? A character this is not too bad. This looks okay. Same thing with this one. Like I think this is pretty close to like the look, but like I haven't found any of these characters itself. Like maybe I just didn't look correctly. I'm pretty sure these are R15 characters. I'm not really too sure. But these it says like these are like the recommended avatars, and then these are the characters that they basically like recommended to you. I just showed you guys a little bit of it, and they just said thank you at the end. But basically, whenever you're making toys or like books or like advertisements, I'm not 100% sure how this counts, but basically they want you to use RSO characters, right? Now, they didn't really explain whether or not they wanted this on Twitter or not. You would say that it's not permitted on physical products or commercial content and may not be tied to the development, distribution, or sale of any products or services, including but not limited to physical products, packaging, retail displays, services, NFTs, film, TV, books, stage shows, or amusement parks without a Roblox licensing agreement. So they basically say that you can use R-throw characters, but you can't use classic Roblox avatars, and they did not want someone to do that, right? So which is like NFTs. I understand, I get it. You don't like NFTs, but I'm confused about film, TVs, books, right? Like it kind of just makes things harder for like if someone wanted to like if like a young person who was inspired by Roblox, like how would this stop them, right? Like if they wanted to make like a physical product that was basically dedicated to Roblox, like a toy or something like that, and like it'll say like, hey man, you can't do that, you're not allowed. So I'm confused because it says it may not, or commercial content, and may not be tied to the development. So this right here confuses me. I'm 100% sure if we can or cannot still use R6 and R15 characters for commercial content. I'm still seeing users do it. They're probably just gonna wait for like a really big, like huge group of people to like use that character and then strike them down and then let them know, and then that's when we'll probably get a real answer. But for now, I would still keep using it on Twitter at least. But just be careful if you ever start growing your company and you ever want to start doing for like physical products or like films or TV, right? So just be careful. Like if you put it on like a book, for example, like an R6 or an R15 character on a book, it might be good to start making like an Arthur character your main look. You know, it might be good to do that. But they don't want you to use the Roblox variation blocks or Bloxy or roll, and this right here is the dumbest rule I've ever seen. I will look at this. Okay, I'm just gonna read you to what I typed here. If you want to read this, you're free to go ahead. I complained about this. I don't like these changes also. This is me right here, of course, but the word blocks not being allowed in any game. A lot of young players use this service, and the word blocks is a very popular word on this site, and a lot of games, gears, and clothing use it. And here's what I mean by a lot of games. It's literally indebted in Roblox history that the word blocks was meant as a way, was basically like another way to say I killed 10 players. I blocked 10 players. There's literally a badge called Bloxer badge and a Bloxer shirt in the game that Roblox officially made way back then in 2008 or 2007 when shirts and pants first came out. Shirts and pants first came out that say, hey, we're using these names called blocks. And they've done this for years. So again, it's confusing. So why are we now trying to just stop 10-year-old Timmy from calling his game Bloxburg? Are we just gonna warn him, or are we just gonna warn his account and smack him with a warning? But your logic is do not use Roblox, blocks, or any name similar to Roblox as the name of your experience, with the exception of experience published prior to June 22nd, 2022. So I said, why not do this in a nicer way? Why are we trying to completely restrict this? Because again, imagine if you start playing Roblox today, right? And you know the word blocks and you don't know the terms of service. What 10-year-old reads the terms of service? I never did. Nobody does. Let's be honest, right? Basically, yes, you should read it, but you don't read it. Who cares, right? 10-year-old Timmy makes an account. He calls this game Bloxland. You know, he makes his first roller coaster, and Roblox just slaps him with a warning. What is that logic? So their logic is that they want people to, if they ever want to grow their brand in the future, they said that they want people to not have that word associated with their game. So we want the IP of your experiences to be able to grow, thrive, and have their own strong recognition from the Roblox brand. Okay, sure, I get that. That makes sense. But to completely stop developers, and I'm talking about like 10-year-olds, right? So they're actually going to make this an entire guideline. They're going to make this an entire guideline. They said that they're prohibited already, but it's going to seem like they're going to start cracking down on it, right? And it says developers do grow outside the program, which it does happen, and that's great. But again, there should be better ways to do this. They have an entire application called Studio. What they could do is that when they see a developer growing and they see that they have the word called blocks or row in their game, they can start changing the name. Like for example, Bloxburg, I think, is a pretty interesting example where probably that situation happens where that game can definitely be expanded upon and the name can be changed to something else, right? The name can be better, right? But like there's a lot of games and it's just weird to just let players just not be able to use a traditional word. It frustrates me. It's very frustrating. Shutting down their STARS program. I don't really understand this one too much. Call me crazy. I never really was on the STARS program. I never did it. I'm not too popular enough for that one. But I know a lot of developers who said that they've used it. They said they had problems with it, which is weird. Which some said that they have never gotten paid entirely. I'll show you some sources for that now. One developer made some kind of an entire like long statement saying his issues. If you want to check this out, you're allowed to, just in case this ever gets deleted in the future, just in case Roblox decides to go like crazy mode ultra and they decide to just shut down everything. Yes, Wayback Machine was a problem, but is a thing and it can be used. But still, again, a lot of players have been saying I haven't been paid for several quarters, and now we're hearing it's being shut down. Am I going to get paid royalties or not? Support did not give me a straight answer in the past few months. It'll be quite a slap in the face for all the time to have passed with no communication, none at all, waiting for Roblox to get on Star's hand, which I've been tardy in the past, only to find it's been dead post-op. No compensation for Roblox continuing to sell my IP in stores that whole time. That's right. He's been getting paid the entire time. If there was a way to check out the amount of times he edited this post, because he did edit it and he was paid. After he complained on here, he finally got paid. I wish there was a way to check it, but you can see a lot of players got look at this. Look, it took me more than a year to get paid. This is what makes PMG's video shine a stronger light, and videos like this are gonna shine even a stronger light on why a lot of people aren't gonna take this engine seriously. Look at this. Haven't been paid for my free toys in over a year. I contacted licensing twice with no response. Like, these guys are like basically getting toys made in their name. And they're not getting paid, and the program is getting shut down. Again, I wasn't a part of this program, but if you ever bought a Roblox toy of a creator or some sort, then you probably understand this decision. But here's my logic with this. Since 2018, the STARS program has been an amazing source of collaboration, and we loved working with creators due to years on some incredible products loved by millions. Okay, they also said, we have seen creators successfully building their own brands independent of Roblox, and in an effort to give more power to all creators, we have made the decision to sunset the STARS program. These sentences literally attack each other. They literally attack each other. Why? Because they're literally saying, haha, small developers, we don't care. Oh my gosh, is there a big developer that's growing? Great, that's amazing. Hey, guess what? Sunset the STARS program. But here's the funny part. The thing about Roblox toys is that they were built in an R6, R15 manner. If there's a creator growing his game and is trying to build it outside of Roblox, or trying to like expand it, or trying to get more products out in the market, he can't use R6, R15 characters unless he contacts Roblox themselves. Where's the logic in this? They're literally punching left and punching right at the same time on your cheekbones. It's insane. I made a really bad comparison here, but Okay, look at this. Like, why not have both? Why not give them a chance to young creators who don't understand the market, let them grow and eventually branch away from Roblox? Why completely shut down something that was working? And if you guys were too slow to keep up, was there any way to update the contract? Was there any way to give creators more freedom? I don't know specific details, but there's probably better ways than just shutting it down. But even better, you want to give developers more wiggle room, but stop them again because they can only use Art Throw unless they request approval to use Classic. Which, as we saw right here, the only people that can use Classic, the only people that can use the Classic, right? As we saw right here, right? Look at this, the use of the Roblox name and any other name similar to Roblox, badge, logo, or other trademarks, including the classic Roblox avatar, R6 and Argentina defined in our terms of use. Basically, all this stuff, right, is not permitted on physical products or commercial content and may not be tied to development, distribution, or products of sales or services without a Roblox licensing agreement. Isn't that crazy? This is literally giving, and this makes no sense, but I'm still read it anyways. This is literally giving someone 10 cookies, but telling them to pay for water, and they can only get milk if they're put on a wait for 3 months to receive it, which after that you charge 2x for. And this basically means that I'm telling creators, hey, you guys, I want you guys to grow and grow and grow, okay? Right? But you guys have to pay for your own marketing fee. You guys have to pay for your own marketing. You guys have to make your own toys. You guys have to make your own complete products, right? Oh, you guys can use our products, but you guys have to contact us and pay us a 2x amount at price, which is probably, that's how it's gonna be. They're just not gonna let people use their classic avatars for free. They're gonna charge for this thing. They're gonna charge for these things. They're gonna charge for it. And stuff like this is gonna get players angry because this site was made for kids to use, for kids to understand, and just saying stuff like this is just really messed up and really odd to me. So again, I want to hear what you guys think of this. Let me know down in the comments below. Roblox hasn't sniped anyone down from the sky yet, so maybe once they do, and maybe once a news article comes out about that one, I'll talk about that, and I'll let you guys my 2 cents on that one. All right, guys. If you guys enjoyed, obviously like to tell your friends about it. Subscribe down below for more content just like this and other content just like this in this tape. I have a Discord where you guys want to chat with me and say what other kind of things, what kind of things I should talk about. If you guys would like to check out the channel, obviously do that. I've made free assets, just showing you guys how different assets that you can use inside your Roblox game, and I'll keep doing that, and I'll keep trying to make tutorials and all that stuff that you guys might enjoy. But then with that being said, I'll see you later. Bye.